G'day. It's definitely been a while since I've done one of these. Of course, a lot has happened. I today just got back from Kiev. I've been going to Kiev a lot recently, for one thing or the other. And today it was, I took 3 of the kids into their studies, into Bible college at Kiev Bible Institute. And they'll be there for the next few days. And I also took one of the guys who's ministering in the rehab ministry into someplace to get some insulin. And I also picked up Ura, who we've known for years and years. He became a Christian when he was 14. I think he's about 28 now, maybe. Picked him up from the hospital. He had an operation done recently. And it's just, Chris and I were just sitting out here in this little room. The colours, all those beautiful colours, beautiful autumn colours. Sure noticed it on the way to Kiev. It's a lovely time of the year. Every time this rolls around, autumn rolls around, I can't help but think ahead to the winter that's coming. But it's still pretty. Been a bit of an eventful week for us and a couple of the boys. On Monday, they headed off to work, and I got a message around about 8 o'clock, I think, saying that they'd just been stopped by the military police, and 2 of them had been taken to the headquarters, and they're going to go through medical again, and probably head off to training. It happened very quickly. Actually, I was talking to Sergei. Sergei's he's beautiful guy. Love him a lot. He came through rehab a few years back, and a couple of years ago, and he's just a server. He serves everywhere and cares about people's hearts. He's a wonderful guy. He's going to be very missed, very much missed. When I was talking to him just on my way back from Kiev today, and he said when they were in there at the military, I don't know what you call it, headquarters for this area. He and Roma, who also came through rehab not long ago, were sitting there, and Roma was called into the office, and Sergei started to hear a bit of a ruckus in there, and he didn't say whether they're getting physical, which is quite possible that they were, but anyway, it was getting intense. So he stood up and he went in, and he's like, "Okay, guys, that's enough. We're together. We go to the same church. He's an okay guy. He's just not going to take up arms. He'll do other stuff, but he won't take up a rifle. This is what he believes." And the guys, they wanted to, know more about him. And he's like, "And you go to the same church, so you're going to have the same attitude, are you?" And Sergei says, No. I believe the opposite. I believe that we need to take up arms. I'm a bit taken aback by that. Anyway, they processed them both, sent them off. Well, that night I actually went into Kiev. Sergei was sent to Kiev that night to join kind of a more elite division, I think, and but they took him in there as in a van. There's like 6 or 7 guys, 7 soldiers, and Sergei and one other guy. But took him in, and then he got turned back because they didn't want him because of he's got hepatitis, so they didn't want those complications. But I went to Kiev and took some stuff into him, and some food stuff, and some kind of essentials because he hadn't come home. And we got to Kiev, and then he rang and said actually they're taking me back to Kagerlik because I was rejected, and so we met him on the way and gave him the packages that we had, and then came back here. But he and Roma have been taken off to Zhytomyr, which is 3 hours away, 4 hours away, and Roma has been separated from him now, and is probably going to go into one of the more I don't know, the intellectual branches of the military. Maybe he'll be an officer, I don't know. I'll be trained to be an officer, maybe just be put in an office somewhere. Whereas Sergei tonight, he said he's expecting to be sent off somewhere with a lot of the guys that he's with. He says he's in a great big room right now with 70 guys, and it's overnight. There was one of the guys had what we call squirrels, where he's an alcoholic, and he's coming off alcohol, and the brain just kind of boils without its alcohol, and it's just crazy. Hallucinations are par for the course, plus just out of your mind craziness. Anyway, he said that he didn't let us sleep last night, and eventually, I don't know whether it was Sergei or some other guys, they ended up getting some rope from somewhere and just tying him up. Sergei didn't say he died, so he must have survived that night. I don't know whether he sent for medical this morning or what, but anyway, Sergei's expecting to head off with a number of those 70 men to some division tonight, and we'll be very interested to hear what it is, because there are some better ones and ones that'll like kind of take better care of you, and then there's some that are just lousy. There's lack of care for or lack of care about soldiers. They're just kind of very expendable. So we're waiting for that. 8 minutes. If you've made it this far, well done. What else has been happening? We've been working this morning. I was working on one of the houses that we have for refugees. We're hoping to move someone in there in the next month-ish. That'd be wonderful if we could do that. And working on that. Working on another place, replacing the roof. It was a task and a half. Plus, I just bits and pieces like that. Always involved in discipleship, teaching, preaching, serving in different ways, counseling. It's a life full of variety. That's for sure. This Sunday, actually, I'm hoping to go see one of the guys who's serving. He's been in training, actually. He should be finishing in the next couple of weeks. I think maybe in 2 weeks' time. And I'll take his sister and mother with me, and it'll be good to see him. His name's Andrei. Hopefully, once he finishes training, he'll end up in a unit that flies drones, little drones, FPV drones, with a camera on the front, and these pilots put on a set of goggles, kind of, and see what the camera sees, and the FPV drones have a bomb of some sort attached to it, whether it's a mortar round or something else, something lighter. They're developing stuff just about every few days, and some new technology that makes it a little bit more deadly, a bit more effective. Anyway, hopefully Andrei will be heading into that sphere, because he's quite talented at flying these things. That's on Sunday. We just had baptisms last week, 2 weeks ago, which is great. Very encouraging. 3 people got baptized. The 4th broke his leg, and we decided not to carry him in and dunk him. I turned him upside down and dunk him in. That was a joke. But he'll get baptized hopefully in a few months. It'll be a winter baptism, more exciting. And this morning I was working with another guy who hopefully will get baptized then as well, Misha. As I speak now, the electricity's out, and it looks like that's going to be par for the course over the next several months. Recent weeks, maybe 3 weeks, we've seen an uptick in Russia's attack of things associated with gas and electricity, and we've heard lots of rumors about it even before then, people, for some reason, there's a high expectation that would be the case, that Russia would be trying to make Ukraine suffer in that way. So I don't know how long the electricity is going to stay off for. It's okay. We have a ladies' night evangelistic morning coming up soon. If you care to pray for us and for that'd be wonderful. I made the comment recently that we've done so many of these things and seen so many obvious, when we've seen so little obvious fruit from it. It's not for want of presenting the gospel clearly to these ladies. At any moment, God can decide to give fruit, of course, and to touch hearts, call people to Himself. We've been faithful in presenting the gospel and talking to these ladies. It'd be great if you'd pray, and it'd be very special if a number of them gave their hearts to the Lord. Maybe that's enough. 13 and a half minutes. Chris is doing great. She's been going into Kiev and getting some treatment done on her back, on her neck, and doing some sort of physio for that. She's happy with how that's been going. I'm doing fine. Getting over a cold, but that's okay. As far as sicknesses goes, I love colds. Thanks for staying with me. May the Lord bless you. We deeply appreciate your prayers and interest in us and what's going on here.